Here's an interesting distinction. So I do copywriting, like we've always talked about. It's more a little bit more salesy, like 70% content, 30% sales, and then you do more content marketing. And we've had this discussion before that I described copywriting. You're like, I mean, isn't that content marketing? I'm like, whatever. Like, what do you do? You just think those two are different?
I mean, I think, I'd be definitely curious to hear your opinion on this, but I would almost define it as copywriting is like almost more dense as compared to content marketing. Like I think of copywriting is like you're so in the depth over every single word, and more so is on bottom funnel pages, I would say as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like the most valuable pages, the landing pages on your website. I feel like that's copywriting more as compared to a 4,000 word blog post. But there's also some contradictions of that where I see a Brian Dean and you read one of his posts and you feel like he is like he's thought deeply about every single sentence and word on his site. And that's commendable. I don't know that in every context that is necessary, but that's kind of how I think about it. Is like I see copywriting as more dense on a per word basis and more valuable on a per word basis, and content marketing still com- has elements of that, but a little less.
Mm.
But I don't know.
I,
What do you think about it?
I think content marketing is strictly that you're putting stuff out in the ether on a social network or on a website, and that you're trying to you're like a light trying to attract flies to it,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
So you're like, hey, come click on me, and then like 1% of those people might subscribe to you or whatever percentage, and then perhaps in the future they'll buy, right? That's content marketing. So stuff you create, put out there, and then people come to it. I think copywriting is often outreaching to other people. So like cold emails.
Okay.
So we'll be talking about that because I know you do that a lot. Cold emails,
Mm.
ads, stuff like that, that people aren't necessarily coming to you for that. And
Gotcha.
also, I
Like
think
ad.
copywriting is more in terms of getting them to take some specific action.
Okay.
So buying something
Right.
is usually the ultimate goal of
Hmm.
copywriting.
Okay.
Yeah. Whereas just like general content marketing, I guess, is kind of like brand awareness and stuff sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, we try to use like we talk about I know we have that in common, the AIDA formula. Like I even we try to train our team to use that for even long form blog posts. Like those first couple sentences are hyper critical to keep someone's attention, and then you want to have them eventually take action even on a top funnel piece. And how do you go about getting them to do that? Obviously, it's a lot longer of a process, but I think there are some definitely overlap in some ways.